G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website and YouTube channel Kangaroo Court of Australia. Now, a lot of people on social media especially say there's nothing you can do about a corrupt government. Well, that's just not true. And the evidence of that is right in front of you. You're just not looking. I've just published an article on it. The article's titled, What Prime Minister Anthony Albanese Fears Most. And I published it on Sunday the 19th of October 2025. And it starts off, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has used up a lot of political capital trying to silence the public and limit what information the public can and can't know. The reason Albanese does that is because he can control the old media in Canberra for a number of reasons, which I wrote about a few weeks ago, but Albanese can't control most independent media and social media users. But Albanese would love to be able to and won't stop trying. What has Albanese and the Labor Party got to hide? It must be a lot given he is prepared to damage his long-term reputation, credibility and legacy as Prime Minister. Background. The main current example of Albanese's and Labor's information control on the public is the Labor Party's proposed changes to the Freedom of Information laws, which are designed to make it harder to obtain government documents under FOI laws, which has the effect of reducing government accountability. A previous example of Albanese and Labor trying to silence and control what voters know before the proposed FOI law changes was the 2023-2024 attempt by Albanese and Labor to introduce the misinformation and disinformation laws to hold digital platforms to account for harmful misinformation and disinformation online. Albanese and Labor made sure that politicians and media were exempt from the proposed laws. While they wanted to hold digital platforms to account, they didn't want to be held to account themselves. In November 2024, Albanese and Labor dumped its controversial misinformation and disinformation bill, conceding there was no pathway to getting the proposal passed through the Senate. The Labor Party could have gone to the May 2025 federal election with the misinformation and disinformation bill as one of its policies, but chose not to. It points to the real reason it was dumped, which shows the power the public has. Most of that backlash was on social media. Albanese and Labor trying again with the FOI laws. Albanese is prepared to damage his reputation and lose votes because he knows voter knowledge is the greatest threat to his prime ministership, especially given his major political threat, the Liberal and National Party coalition, is in the middle of a civil war. The latest evidence of the coalition civil war hit the media on Friday, the 17th of October 2025, with the National Party's former leader, Barnaby Joyce, reportedly considering jumping ship and joining Pauline Hanson's One Nation. If Joyce does jump ship to Pauline Hanson's One Nation, I think it'll end the same as former leader Mark Latham's time as a One Nation MP, with Joyce resigning at some point. Latest reports say Joyce has declared he will not recontest his seat of New England at the next election. That leaves open Joyce running for the Senate again, but this time as a One Nation candidate, which would likely win a Senate seat. The point about Joyce is that it is a small piece of evidence that is part of a truckload of evidence that shows the Liberal National Party coalition will struggle to survive. That is why Albanese and the Labor Party are more focused on their biggest threat, which is independent media and social media users freely communicating online about the failings of the government. What we can do. The motivation for writing this article is because some people write in comments on social media that there's nothing we can do about corrupt governments. Some of the people who write that are trolls from the government trying to silence dissent, while others genuinely believe that there's nothing we can do. If there was nothing we could do, then Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party wouldn't be trashing their own reputations by trying to pass such dishonest laws. What Albanese and Labor are confirming by trying to pass dodgy and dishonest laws, like the proposed FOI laws and misinformation and disinformation laws, is that minor political parties, independent MPs, independent media, and social media users are a threat to corrupt governments. If we are a threat to corrupt governments, which Albanese and Labor have in effect confirmed, then we must be heading in the right direction and doing something right. That is why sharing articles and videos from independent media is so important. It helps keep corrupt governments accountable. The more people who share articles and videos on their social media accounts, the more everyone is empowered to hold corrupt governments to account. At some stage soon, most of the old media, as we know it, will be gone, which means now is the time to start driving and supporting independent media, which you can do by sharing on your social media accounts. If you're having a bad day, instead of saying there's nothing we can do about government corruption, jump on X, formerly Twitter, or Facebook, and send Albanese and Labor messages saying you aren't going to take their corruption anymore, and link an article or video from an independent journalist. An example is the message I'll put up on screen now I sent to Anthony Albanese on X on Thursday, the 16th of October 2025, which says, "Dear Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, what will you do about the corruption by Commissioner Paul Brereton at the National Anti-Corruption Commission, as per the below video, which I've linked to, which is one of my videos, about National Anti-Corruption Commission corruption. People can say my message, which is on screen now, doesn't achieve anything. Any given message might not achieve anything, but all messages and articles by independent journalists and social media users combined achieves a lot. And that's why Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party want to stop us. The bottom line is, when someone says there's nothing we can do about corrupt governments, ignore them, because they are wrong. And Albanese and the Labor Party's actions trying to silence us proves they are wrong. Like I point out in that article, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party, they do fear independent media, they fear social media users shining a light on them and their corruption. So I'll finish off this video like I normally do. Please do your bit and help shine a light on corruption and share this video on social media. In Kangaroo Court of Australia's independent media, I publish a website and a YouTube channel. I'm an independent journalist and I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself. So I'd be greatly appreciated if you consider making a donation via PayPal or Patreon. The links are below this video on YouTube and also on my website. Or you can go to my website and click on the donations page for other donation options. And please hit the like and subscribe button and notification button. That way you get notified every time I publish a new video. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.